Gotta do what we gotta do, man. She's on up out of here, so. Alright. Hopefully dude enjoys it. I guess it's going to be a race truck, but whatever. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today is a little bit of a sad day. I'm not gonna necessarily say I'm sad about it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I have to make this decision because right now I'm kind of in a predicament where I'm out of space, and in order to gain more space, I need to let something go. Obviously by, you know what I'm saying, maybe by the title and the thumbnail, you might figure out what it is, but something has to go in order for me to start bringing stuff in. Now, despite what, you know, I was told, and, you know, from my dad and Dash, they told me that I should keep the Squarebody. However, the Squarebody, I don't have that feeling for the Squarebody that, you know what I'm saying, like, I guess I should have. If it was a short bed, yes. If it was a dually, yes. Now, the reason why I say that is because the Squarebody is sitting in my my third car garage in front of the Monte Carlo, taking up space. I don't have the time to get to the truck, for one. For two, it's just sitting there, just taking up space. It's been there for a whole year. I've had it for a whole year in my third car garage. I think I got it on my birthday or the day before my birthday last year, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. But it has been there for a whole year, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, man, if I was to do anything to it, it would be kind of like rushing just so I can get the truck on the road. Now, I was told not to get rid of it, whatever, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, if I ever wanted another Squarebody, then I could just go get another Squarebody. I mean, it is what it is. But realistically, I don't want something with that much work. Like, I can keep it, make it a you know what I'm saying, like a work truck or whatever, all that kind of stuff. But I got an Elko, and I got a real actual, you know what I'm saying, like a real actual work truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a 2500 Ram, you know what I'm saying, Cummins, that, you know, will do anything and everything that I need. So I really don't need both of them. And I'd rather have an SUV, to be honest with you, rather than have three trucks. I mean, technically the Elko is a truck. You know, I call it a car all the time, and I probably wouldn't even really be putting anything in there. But if I need to go get some light duty stuff, like right now, the Monte Carlo bumper is in there. Like, if I had to go to the junkyard or something, which I wouldn't, but if I had to, then I have that option. You feel me? So now, I thought about this long and hard, but realistically, what I want to do with the truck is not, you know what I'm saying, first of all, it would take too much work, work that I don't necessarily think I want to put in. And then I'm spending money to put into the truck that I don't really want to spend. Like, I could literally go give me a box Chevy, or, you know what I'm saying, a Cutlass or something for just the amount of money. Say, for instance, if I wanted to make it a dually, the dually fenders are $500 a piece. Let's even say if I was able to find them for, you know what I'm saying, somebody selling them used offhand or whatever, $500. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to source more wheels. I got to source, you know what I'm saying, the hubs to make it a dually. So let's just say, all in all, to make it a dually, it'll be $1,500. I can go buy a Cutlass for that. You know what I mean? Like, it just logically, like, I just can't get over the fact of having to put so much money. Yes, you know what I'm saying, it does have the big block, but in order for me to make it what I want, the big block has to come out, and it'd be like 10 grand to build the big block the way I want it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I could keep it long bed, whatever, but I just don't like the long bed. Like, they look, not to say they don't look good, you know what I'm saying, but me personally, I'm not a fan of the long bed. If it's a long bed dually, cool. If it's a short bed, cool, I would keep it. But at the end of the day, it's just not, I just don't have no feelings towards it. I don't have no motivation, no drive, nothing like that to put any effort and time into the truck. It's just sitting out there taking up space in my driveway. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, the wife has kind of been on my helmet about, you know what I'm saying, the space in the driveway. Now, granted, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like we got space for guests and all that kind of stuff if need be. But you know what I mean? It's just kind of like one of those things that it's like, man, like I'm tired of seeing this thing just sitting there. Now, another thing is, realistically, I was thinking about it. I won't be able to get to the truck for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Because none of the cars in the garage are taking a back seat to the Squarebody. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Like the Monte Carlo is all the way broken down. As you guys have seen, it's all the way broken down. And we have a lot of work to do to the Monte Carlo to get that thing out. The Elko is going into minor construction. It needs fuel system, cooling system. We're probably gonna do like Holley EFI. It needs to be undercoated. All that kind of stuff is gonna take some work to get all that done. It needs a rear end. All that kind of stuff needs to happen to the Elko, which again, you know what I mean? My Elko is not taking the back seat to the Squarebody. So I was thinking about it. It'd probably take me about, I would say 6 months to get the Monte Carlo the way it needs to be. And then after that, you know what I mean, we'll probably be on to the Elko, and then who knows what we're going to do with the Impala, whether we're going to swap the motors, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I could say something now and plans completely change next week, a year from now, whatever. So we don't know what's going to happen, but regardless of the situation, you know what I mean, like the Squarebody is not going to get any work done to it for quite a while. So it's just going to sit there and sit there and sit there. And as far as right now goes, man, like, I mean, it just, I just, you know, I don't have no motivation for it. So, unfortunately, like, it is my grandpa's truck, you know what I mean? But the truck is so much in disrepair. It's going to take so much work that I don't think I'm willing to put into the truck to make it what it is. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. I was told to keep it, but, like, you know, I got to deal with it. I got to deal with it just sitting there, you know what I'm saying, leaking on my driveway, and I got to deal with putting in the money, the time, the effort, the energy, and I just, nah, man. So we're going to go walk around the Squarebody one last time, and you guys might never see this video. If homie doesn't come get it, then, you know what I'm saying, y'all won't see this video. If he does, then y'all will see it leave. So, and also, too, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a bargaining chip for me, you know what I mean? Like, I want to do bigger and better things. I want to step into, you know what I'm saying, a different ball game. And right now, by having a Squarebody, it doesn't allow me to do that. Like I said, I don't have the space for, you know what I'm saying, me to just pile up cars everywhere. You know what I mean? Like if I had a yard, like a big yard or more land or something like that, I would, cool. Like it could sit there, like it's not bothering nobody. But since I only have one space left, unless I went to go get a lift, which that's not in the cards right now, then, you know what I'm saying, something has to go, and that's the prime candidate. So anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around. I'm gonna walk around the Squarebody. We'll talk about it, and then we'll see. Hopefully it might be leaving today, so we'll see what happens. But before we jump into the video, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So like I said, I tried to decide to keep the truck, but as you can see, and sorry for the noise, they're doing some roofing on my neighbor's house because we had a pretty crazy hailstorm. But anyways, the truck it needs a whole lot of work. Exhaust work, it leaks, fuel, it's rusty everywhere, you know what I mean? I got these panels like the door and the fenders and all that kind of stuff to, you know, try to help in, you know, getting this thing together. But you know what I mean, like this whole quarter or this whole bed section is totally dented in, so we had to either do body work or replace this. The tires are dry rotted out. We need new tires, so in order to do that, that's like $600-700 to get some new wheels off of Marketplace and see if their tires are good. This door has to be replaced. That's why I got the door. And you know what I mean, like I said, it's just rust everywhere. This cab corner, or not cab corner, the box underneath the truck, I don't know what it would be called, but it's rusted out. So this side where one of the body mounts attaches to is rusted out, and it would need to be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the hood needs to be replaced because, as you guys know, these Squarebodies, they bend if you don't close them right. The windshield needs to be replaced. You know what I'm saying? The interior needs to be, you know what I'm saying, redone. The dashboard, you know how I feel about doing dashboards. I don't like doing them. you know, I'll do them just because, you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't like doing them. What else? I mean, it has a good motor in it, you know what I mean? Like that 454 is up in here. Let me use two hands because it's difficult to open it. But yeah, we'll pop the hood and I'll get back with y'all in a minute. All right, y'all. Now, yes, it does have a big block in it, but this is not the good big block. I mean, I digress. I don't want to say it's not the good big block because you can make it a good big block, but big blocks are very, very, very expensive, you know what I'm saying, to build. Just for the heads alone, it's $2,000. I'm not putting these regular old heads back on the truck. You know what I mean? Like the motor, this motor has about 300, almost probably 400,000 miles on it, so it's old and it's tired. So we have to go back through the whole entire motor, get it freshened up, cleaned up, everything like that. Have somebody build the bottom end of it, because I don't think I would want to do that. The guy quoted me like I think $2,500 just to do the bottom end, and then I had to pay for the parts, which is going to be another, you know, $2,500. So you're talking about $5,000 plus, you know what I'm saying, the heads, $2,000 plus if we're going to go Terminator X, we're going to go carburetor, who knows, but all the accessories on top of it, because all this stuff will get replaced. Like, you know what I'm saying, it's old and it's tired. So we're talking about 10 grand just for the motor in this truck. Do I really want to do that to this old pickup truck? That's not really what I want. Like, if it was a short bed, I probably would do it. If it was a dually, I probably would do it. But you know what I mean, like, realistically, I don't feel like it makes that much sense for me to do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could keep it and, you know what I'm saying, like, make it, like I said, just a truck, you know what I'm saying, just to have a truck. But I already have a truck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already have two of them. There's no reason for me to have three. Like I said, I'd rather have an SUV, something the family can hop in and, you know, we can keep it moving. It is my grandpa's truck. It does look really good. Square bodies look the best out of every truck in the world to me. But, you know, realistically, it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to put $10,000 into you know, $15,000, $20,000 into a square body pickup when, you know what I'm saying, like I could go ahead and get me a box or something. Hold on, hopefully that's not too much noise. But anyways, regardless of the situation, man, like, I just can't bring myself to really want to do, like, underneath, you know what I'm saying, like, underneath would have to be replaced, like, you know, like down here on the rockers, that's gonna have to be welded in, all that kind of stuff, man. It's just stuff that I don't know that I wanted to, like, mess with. Right here, you know what I'm saying, this would have to be cut out, welded in, you know what I'm saying. Like, this I could cut out realistically and put the dually fenders over there, you know, we would be good to go, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just, I just not, you know, have no motivation for it. So, you know, somebody offer me something for it and we'll see if he shows up. If he doesn't, it'll still be here, and, you know, it'll just be here until either I decide whether I change my mind or, you know, somebody else come to get it. So it is what it is, y'all. Like, you know, you know, my dad Dash might be disappointed, but, you know, I'm the one that has to deal with it. So, you know, I got to make the executive decision to, you know, move it along. All right, y'all. Like I said, realistically, in a perfect world, I would like to keep it. You know what I mean? But like I said, I got to deal with it sitting there, like I said, leaking on my driveway. I got to deal with the truck just, you know, like, it's already deteriorated, so I won't say deteriorating away or nothing like that. But, you know, like, every time I come home and I look at it, it's just like a sight that just reminds me of more work, more money, more time, more effort every single time, like every single time, you know. If you know me, you know that I like everything to be nice, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on a mission to try to make everything nice, the square body included. But then it's kind of like, man, like, yeah, does it have the big block? It does. But at the end of the day, I can go get a big block for like $400 if I wanted to. But it's kind of like, well, I don't really need to do that because I have two LS motors, one that's built, ready to go into the Monte Carlo, and I got another one over there that needs to go to the machine shop. And it's kind of like, why would I take that out of there, start building on that when I have a whole LS motor sitting over there you know what I'm saying, ready to go to, you know what I'm saying, get everything done to it. And also too, it'd probably be cheaper for me to build the LS than to build the big block. You know what I mean? Like, I could find some LS heads for a couple $100. I think somebody was selling some 317s or something like that, some square ports. I think that's what the LS3 heads are, for like a couple $100. You know, I could do exactly what I did to this motor, order the valve springs, the double springs, and all that kind of stuff, and build it myself, which is not that expensive, you know what I'm saying, rather than buying heads for the big block for $2,000. It's gonna be a lot more, there's gonna be a lot more parts in abundance for the LS motor that I can do cheaply, as opposed to a big block, you know what I'm saying, because of how old the motor is. I definitely am not gonna find no performance heads anywhere on Marketplace, you know what I'm saying, like, unless somebody bought them and they went a different direction or something like that. Like, that would realistically be the only way I could find them, and they're still probably gonna be expensive. So, like I said, I did put pen to paper, not figuratively. I didn't really actually do it. Like, I just went on Summit to see how much it would really cost me to build the big block in this truck. And like I said, it'll be close to 10 grand plus, I should say, for me to do everything that I want to do to it. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't seem to be something that I want to do. I would much rather have, you know what I'm saying, a G-body sitting there, or like a Cutlass, I mean a Chevelle, or something that I actually want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I assumed the truck because, you know what I mean, like, it was sitting over there, and at the time it was a good idea, you know, and the Monte Carlo wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? It was a good idea because I was finishing up, or I had finished up with the Impala and the Elko, and I wanted something else. And I decided, I was thinking about taking the truck on. And so when I got it, I didn't know that it was a C25. I thought it was a C10. And that's my mistake of, you know, whatever. I didn't know that they didn't make the box thing to shorten up the frame. Initially, I was gonna just get the Brothers kit, cut the frame, put the box thing in there, weld it in, bolt it in, and it would have been good. I would have got the fenders and everything else like that to make it a short bed. And then also too, I didn't know it was an 8-lug. I didn't even pay attention to that. I thought it was a 5-lug or whatever. And then it started to just snowball into like, dang, man, like, this is really an oddball truck that, you know, doesn't fit what I like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? You can make it cool, but I don't feel like I want to do that. You know what I mean? I really feel like with it being an 8-lug, there's not very many wheel options for it except off-road type wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I don't really want to do. It being a 2500, I can't really just shorten up the frame. I'm gonna have to find somebody to cut it, Z-cut it, weld it together, and do whatever they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, also too, it's a 2-wheel drive truck, so it's not like I'm driving it in the snow in the wintertime. Now, does the truck drive in the snow in the wintertime? Yes, it can. My grandpa did it for many years, but I wouldn't prefer to jump in that over, you know what I'm saying, my Ram. Like, that, it's not gonna happen. And then also too, with it being a 2-wheel drive truck, for me, in my mind, it doesn't make sense for me to lift it. Like, lifted 2-wheel drive trucks make no sense to me. It just is what it is. So the only course of action would to be lower it, dually it, and like I said, I don't know, man. Anyways, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if dude come get the truck. If he come get the truck, then y'all will see it leave. If he don't come get the truck, y'all might never see this video. But I'm gonna hit dude up, see if he's on his way or whatever's gonna happen, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll probably bring something else to the channel. So anyways, man, I'm gonna wait for him, wait for his response, and then we'll see what happens. All right, y'all. So the guy came. He's taking her off my hands, y'all. Just trying to get this thing up out of here. I could part it out, whatever, but to be honest, I don't want to do all that. I just want this thing up out of here. So, good riddance. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, we couldn't make it happen a little bit better, but it is what it is. She up out of here, y'all. Yes, sir. Like I said, she's up out of here. Like I said, if it's a short bed, I would have kept it, but fortunately, you know what I'm saying, like, Like, this is just an oddball truck for me. So she gotta go, man. She gotta go. She's just taking up space at this point. So, you know what I mean? It just is what it is at this point. There it is, man. There it goes. So, like I said, man, I would have kept it if it was a square body, but it's not. So, gotta do what we gotta do, man. She's on up out of here. So, all right. Hopefully, dude enjoys it. I guess it's going to be a race truck, but whatever. All right, y'all. So we got an empty space in the garage. In the driveway. Square body gone, y'all. Square body gone. Like I said, man, I just could not justify keeping the truck. Like, you know what I mean? It would take forever for me to get to it. It was taking up space. It's leaking. Every time I look at it, it just reminds me of how much work I have to do. And I just didn't want to put that into it, you know what I'm saying? And realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather put that money into something that I really want, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if I got to spend 10 grand on a motor for the 454, like, I'd rather just go buy a two-door box for that, you know what I mean? Or something like that, you know what I mean? But I think what I'm going to do, though, man, is I'm just going to probably see what I can find out there. And it'll just be a quick, you know, get it, flip it, keep it moving until I can get what I really, really, really want. And then once I get what I really, really, really want, then we'll go from there. But for now, it's gone. Like I said, it was my grandpa's truck, but it was just too far gone, y'all. It's just too far gone for what it is. You know, like, I could have, you know, painted it and all that kind of stuff, but it's just too much work. I would have had to stop the leaks from leaking on my driveway, you know, which means you got to take the motor out. If I'm gonna take the motor out, I might as well build it. It was rusted. The whole body was rusted everywhere, like the cab where the body mounts go up under. Like, now you can buy those, weld them in or whatever, but it's still work, y'all. It's still work, and it just is what it is, man. I'd rather just, you know, sell that, go get a short bed, and then, you know what I'm saying, put money into that in a better state, better condition truck, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to convert it and making that truck what I want. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, what can you do? Like, I don't really feel any way about it because, you know, like I said, it was just work for me. You know, which I don't mind working, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I want to work on something I want to work on, not because it's forced, if that makes sense. So anyways, man, on to bigger and better things. Y'all will see something else probably pop up on the channel. And then we just going to keep this train moving, man. Got to keep this content flowing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Sad day. Sucks that the square body got to go. But at the end of the day, I got my driveway space back. And I'm actually happy that, you know what I mean, I'm not clogging up my driveway. And that was one of my wife's biggest gripe, was the driveway's clogged up, you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't sell it for her, you know what I mean? I sold it because, like I said, I don't have no motivation, no drive, no ambition. I don't want to put money into it. So what are we going to do about it? Have it sit there for the next 5-10 years and just, you know, decide to sell it then? Nah, I'd rather sell it now, go get something else, and continue to keep this train moving. So I want to try to get nicer and nicer cars. I don't want something in that condition. Like I said, y'all, like, the truck was in very, very, very rough condition. Like, I could have, you know, did whatever I had to do to it, but it just is what it is. So anyways, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know some of y'all might be disappointed, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it just leaves room for more projects. So anyways, man, anyways, I hope y'all, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.